Governor Mike DeWine signed legislation this week relating to local military and veteran organizations. Governor DeWine signed House Bill 297, which increases the amount of funding counties can provide to military, veteran, and civic organizations for Memorial Day activities. The bill, which was sponsored by State Representative Kevin Ritter, increases the previous limit of $500 to $1,000. Ritter says that it is important on Memorial Day to remember those who were lost in service.
The district I represent, there are a lot of veterans here, and while I didn't have a chance to serve, I appreciate what they did on our behalf. And again, even though this is a relatively minor bill, I think it's important both in big ways and small ways to say thank you for the people that do that for us.
In addition, Ritter is sponsoring House Bill 632, which deals with next of kin and Gold Star families. More information on House Bill 297 and 632 can be found on our website at WTAP.com.